complaining, I'm just saying.
You're not saying, miss. You're shouting.
Oh, I'm sorry, Captain. Did they do things differently in the Navy?
Yeah, they left the ladies in port.
And you preferred that. Did you?
Sometimes.
Ugh. Say whatever you do, Will, please, but I tell you, if I don't get out of here soon, I'm gonna kill somebody.
And if you don't stop hissing at me, I'm gonna kill you.
You come near me, sailor, and I'll slice you up.
You put that knife down or you could be missing a hand.
What is wrong with you two?
I ain't chopping vegetables for a living.
Oh, I'm sorry, madam. Was there insufficient feathers in your pillow?
I ain't lazy, Mr. Morgan. I'll work, but not this.
Well, ain't cooking work?
My husband and I, we shared the work. All of it. I was out in the fields. I can hunt, carry a knife, or use a gun. But I tell you, you keep me here, I'll skin this fat old coot and serve him for dinner.
Watch your damn mouth, you crazy goddamn fishwife!
Enough, both of you! Well, come with me, then. You want to head out there, run with the men? So be it. But we do more than just hunting. We're hunted. And them things hunting us, well, they got guns of their own.
I ain't afraid of dying.
Good. You need anything, Mr. Pearson? Maybe me and Mrs. Adler are gonna take a little ride.
Yeah, sure. Here's my list, and can you post this letter for me while you're there?
Sure. Come on, Princess. Are you coming with me then, woman?
So I've graduated from chopping vegetables to shopping?
Shut your goddamn mouth. Yep. You cool down then yet?
I guess. No, I ain't no scullion, and I as hell ain't taking orders from that sweating half-wit.
I guess we all gotta do our share, Princess.
Where's that letter?
Are you reading his mail now?
Oh, robbing and killing's okay, but letter reading's where we draw the line.
Here.
Dear Aunt Kathy,
You are something else.
I haven't heard from you in some time, so I pray to the Lord above that your health has not deteriorated further. Blah, blah, blah. It's boring. Ooh. Wait a sec. Listen to this. Since we last corresponded, I have traveled widely, making no small name for myself. Before you ask, I am still yet to take a wife, but I can assure you it's not for a lack of suitors. You ever actually even talk to a woman he ain't paid for?
Oh, look. We're all hiding behind something.
And what's this? Return to Tacitus Kilgore.
Oh, that. Now, that's Dutch's idea. All mail to be sent to the same alias. Whenever we set up somewhere new, Strauss, he heads into town. Tells them to start expecting mail from a Tacitus Kilgore, whatever they changed it to. Here, give me that back. We got work to do. Okay, here we are.
So, what's the plan? I shoot the shopkeeper while you...
No! You insane?
I thought we was outlaws.
Outlaws, not idiots. We rob fools that rob other people. These people, they're just trying to get by. So you head on in there and you buy some food to eat. And no guns.
You're sure?
This time, there'll be time for killing soon enough.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna go check the mail. Nothing exciting. Hey, mister.
Hello, Wolf.
I've had better days, that's for sure.
What did you get there, Harold?
Nothing.
What do you mean, nothing? What's in the park?
Look, it's some ointment, all right? For a private matter. Plenty more folks want this job if you don't.
Can I help you, mister?
Yes, I would like to post a letter.
All right. Okay, no trouble.
Thank you.
Bye now.
Hell, my sister's newborn had more strength than you, and he came out bright blue.
I'm trying.
Try harder.
I think this is everything.
Thanks. Here, take that for yourself, okay?
Thanks.
Well, give it back then. Jesus. I didn't ask for his goddamn help.
Why don't you drive?
Okay.
Come on, lady, get a move on.
I like Sadie, not lady.
I know. So, you get everything?
I think so.
And some new clothes, I see?
Don't start. I can wear what I damn well want. Like I told you, my husband and I shared all the work. I wasn't some little wife with a flower in her hair baking cherry pies all day.
Yeah, I don't doubt that. You sure look the part now. Won't be long before you're smoking cigars and playing the harmonica.
I'll have you know, I used to love playing the harmonica before. Well, my house and everything I own got burned to the ground.
I know. I'm real sorry about what you know. Maybe I'll keep my eye out for another one.
I don't want no pity. Just treat me equal and no. Nobody's taking nothing from me ever again.
Mm-hmm. Just don't kill the camp cook.
Hey there!
Hey,
What you folks up to?
just heading home.
You're in Lemoyne Raider country.
Keep it cool.
You need to
sweetie.
pay a toll to pass through here.
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? How about you pull over right now?
Pull over.
That's what I said.
Hey, how's about this? Go, go, go!
God! Damn it! Get moving now! Whoa! Son of a bitch, got me. What the hell was that?
They was gonna rob us.
New pair of pants?
I'm gonna run this son of a bitch down.
Same damn hole, cocksucker!
Got another one.
Well, wanted to see some action. Now you got your win. You okay there, Sadie?
I can't handle these. Yeah, you run, you goddamn coward. I think we're good here, Arthur. Nice shooting. All right, I'll drive us back.
No, pass those reins here.
Why?
Because you've caused enough trouble already.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
We showed those bastards, huh?
Remind me not to get on your bad side.
And they was clearly planning to bushwhack us.
You did good. But that's a lot of mess to make near camp. Hope it don't bring anyone sniffing around.
Are you gonna tell Dutch?
Maybe, if he asks. But maybe not.
Careful! So who did they say they were? Lemoyne Raiders?
Yeah, something like that. Who knows? Anyway, don't you go ribbing Pearson about that letter.
How dare you? I wouldn't dream of it.
Right, you wouldn't.
I have traveled widely, making no small name for myself.
You didn't get yourself killed then, Miss Adler.
Not quite.
Well, I'd like to say I missed your refined conversations, but I'd be lying.
I enjoyed myself out there.
Yes, Mrs. Adler did okay.
At shopping?
Yes, that's shopping.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
Don't mention it. I would ride with you again, Mrs. Adler, if you will ride with me.
Maybe. If you prove you can handle yourself.
Well, they say I lack finesse, but I ain't afraid of gun smoke.
We got this, Arthur. You've already done me a big favor today. Okay, Miss High and Mighty. And nice pants, by the way.
Oh, shut up.
Oh. Oh, Arthur. I know what you're thinking.
I ain't thinking much.
Drunken idiot, that's what you're thinking.
I got bigger problems to worry about.
Have you, Arthur? Have you? That's nice. Good for you. Good for you.
But Karen, don't do this to yourself. Please. You got a choice.
Sure. I got a choice. That's nice. Me?
You?
Me.
Well, let's get back to it.
Okay, Arthur.
Let me take you out for an evening into town. You know, to like a magic lantern show or some such.
I think I'm getting a little long in the tooth. But...
Oh, nonsense. How about tomorrow?
Well, let me think.
So that's a yes?
Okay.
Well, if I'm gonna go out with you, I'm gonna have to look my best. So, can I borrow $10?
Hey, folks.
Hoi there, English.
Hello.
Having a rest there, are you?
And boy, have I earned it.
Always good to see you. How are you holding up?
It's like a nightmare I can't wake up from.
It will get better, Mrs. Adler.
All right, Arthur.
fellas. He's all the jolly good fellas. The swell and poker and
You okay?
Yeah. So tell me, was that bad in Valentine?
Bad enough to need to move, that's for
I miss
sure.
Jenny, but the silver lining of it all is that there was no more of you. You didn't come back. And that's when I realized that fate is a vindictive bastard after all.
You love me, really.
No. No, I don't.
Come here.
Jesus alive!
You keep your dirty, horse-shit-eating hands off me, or I'll stick a knife in you, boy.
I love it when you talk nasty to me.
Hosea,
Arthur.
any good news in there?
There rarely is.
Well, I'll leave you to it.
See you later.
Maybe. What are you? Oh, it's a red-fin pickerel, I think. Karen,
Leave it.
Grimshaw keeping off your back?
I wish.
I got all the fish you fools is about to eat. I did my bit, Arthur.
Thank you, Bill.
Hey, you want to join us?
John, I thanked you already. Leave some drink for the rest of us.
Cheers to you too, English.
There he is. Hi there. You must be nervous, being this close to the water.
Oh, don't you start.
I'm just looking out for you. Anyway, I won't disturb you. Okay. Yep. Whoa, whoa! Yeah, there's a girl. Yeah, that's my girl. Yeah. You done good, girl. I can scarcely believe it.
Didn't think I'd see that today.
Hey, mister. Will you give me some money?
Tell me. You think nothing can shock me these days.
Sure.
Well, thank you. Say, where you from?
Around.
Ain't from around here. If I was you, I'd leave. This town lost its goddamn soul a long time ago. Nothing but nasty, miserable people.
Yeah?
Yeah, ever since them Greys moved here, they a bunch of no-good white trash. Yeah, they somehow got rich. About 50 years ago, they moved here, caused a whole heap of trouble. Yeah, I reckon they was Yankee spies during the war and everything.
That's so.
Yeah, sure.
Hello?
Yeah?
Well, been a while since you were last here. Have a look. All for sale, except the floorboards.
Now, let me just look in here.
Yours.
Some big tycoon bought up some more land. Rich keep getting richer.
Here. Fine.
Near got bit by a goddamn dog.
Okay.
Not enough food for anyone.
Place going plumb crazy.
Here. You looking for something else? So long.
I got eyes on your hands now, you get me? What can I do for you, huh? Well, all right then.
Oh, boy. That's enough of that for today.
You're telling me.
Okay then, girl. That was some ride. You all right, Bill?
Can't believe we're running away from Cornwall. What's happened to us?
It was time to move. All right, well, I should be getting on.
Okay.
My lady.
Hello?
Hello. Make sure you eat all of that. All good? Hello. Look out, Marston.
How you doing, old friend?
Fine.
It's funny. Us ending up down here. My daddy died in a field in Pennsylvania, fighting this lot. I ever tell you that?
Many times.
I see I'm boring you, Arthur.
Worrying me. We lost men back there.
We have lofty goals, Arthur. We're trying to reform society to a kinder, truer, better way. Now, of course, there's gonna be casualties.
We're thieves. In a world that don't want us no more.
We are dreamers in an ever duller world of facts. Now, I'll give you that. But come on. It looks to be a nice day ahead. Hosea knows a good fishing spot. If we leave now, well, we'll catch the early biters. Come on.
Pearson, dear boy.
Boys? Hey, old girl, come on down here. Why don't you show us this creek you've been pissing in? Hey, you don't look too rosy, old friend. I thought this warmer weather would...
My days are looking good along over Dutch.
Always dream crushing and bubble bursting, you. Come on, Hosea. Let's go fish.
Come on, then.
Passing you.
Okay, go.
It's okay, girl. Just a scratch.
Yep.
Why don't we just fish here? There's a whole lake of them.
Because I need to get out for a bit. Me and the old guard. Before any of them back there, oh, there was us.
The curious couple and their unruly son.
It feels good here. You did well finding that spot, Arthur.
More Charles than me.
It's like I can breathe again, thick and soupy as this air is. Might even do your whistling pipes some good, Hosea.
I was once in this country with Bessie. Feels like a lifetime ago.
It was a lifetime ago. For what a life we have lived, how well we have fought, especially both of you.
I hope so.
But now, when things are desperate, we have to stick with the plan. Make enough money, then find somewhere where nobody will find us. Where we don't have to hide.
Like where?
I got some ideas hatching, but I need you with me, not against me. Both of you.
Of course.
Still, we do need money. So keep a low profile, especially in the local town. After Valentine, I want everyone on best behavior here. No trouble. But start turning over the soil and the rocks. See what turns up.
Dutch, we've got to be discreet.
Imagine what a slew of rich simpletons there must be down here. Oh, this is perfect for you, Hosea. You'll be able to play them like a fiddle.
Nothing would give me greater pleasure, but...
No buts. Not today. We fish and we enjoy the day. Looks like law up ahead. Play it cool.
Hello, gentlemen.
Well, look what the cat drug in.
I seem to have gotten myself in a spot of bother.
Quiet back there.
Let's see if we can't sort this out.
Well, look who it is.
How are you, boys?
Fine.
This is quite some country you have here.
We like it well enough.
Hoagie McIntosh, at your service.
Lee Gray. This is my deputy Archibald McGregor.
It's good to meet you.
You a Scot?
Partly. The best part.
Of course.
Now, tell me, sir, what did the silly, fancy fop back there do? Nothing too terrible, I trust.
He was accused of running a gold mining investment scam.
Oh, no. I'm sure he wasn't. He is a magician. I know him. He's a fool, but he is not a bad fellow. Now, can we just...
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Shit! The Anderson boys! I can't have more scandal!
Well, allow us to help, my friend. Arthur!
Chase wanted man.
And take Archibald with you.
Just what I signed up for. Come on, big guy.
Perhaps we can discuss the foolish magician.
Let's go after that train! Keep your guns holstered. We need them Anderson boys alive. Come on, hurry!
All right.
Come on, we're losing them.
Will you relax? We're not losing them.
Faster, come on. What's your name, sir?
Arthur Callahan.
Faster, Mr. Callahan, please. My neck is on the line here.
I get it. I'm doing my best. So what are these fellas wanted for? Looks like the son of a bitch is gonna make it. You sure I can't just shoot him?
No. Did I not say that?
You said plenty.
What are you waiting for? I'm right here! Ooh, that must have hurt. Leave him. Stay with that train. The train is slowing down to go through the station. Now's our chance. Get to the side of the train.
Go.
Get alongside that flat carriage. You think you can jump on there?
Me? Why me?
Because you ride like my grandmother.
You are something else.
Now he's throwing bottles, the low
Cop bastard! I didn't do nothing! Arrest me now! Get the hell off!
Come on! You stop them, I'll stop the train.
Stop!
Come on, shitbag.
Stay on them!
just us then, lawman. Come here.
We need to bother.
Let me go.
Can't do that.
Need some gin? Come on. Ah. Just don't kill him.
Are you sure?
Sadly so. Watch yourself. He's as dirty as they come. Hello? Is everything all right in there?
Well, I don't think he's dead. I think I won the fight. Just about.
Bring him out here.
Deputy?
Sounded like quite a commotion. Is that him?
I sincerely hope so.
Old Anders Anderson.
So what now?
Take him in, come on. A fine job, well done. And a pat on the back for me for stopping the train. There you go. You are a natural. All right, let's take him in. Follow me.
What about the others?
Oh, we'll round them up. Anders back there is the brains of the operation, and that's really saying something.
You're the boss.
That was mighty impressive, sir. I have to admit. I'd hazard a guess you've served the law yourself at some point.
Well, I wouldn't exactly say that.
Are you familiar with the area here?
No, not really.
On your right here, these tobacco fields? This is part of Caliga Hall, big estate belonging to the Gray family.
Looks bone dry.
Yes, we are in dire need of some rain round here, let me tell you. The Grays have lived in Caliga Hall for generations. Fine people. My family's been working for them for years. Sheriff Gray's the one I know best, of course, but they own half the businesses in town.
Which town?
Rhodes, sir. You don't know it? Where we're headed right now. Ain't what it was before the war, but it has its charms. I'm sure you already know of the Braithwaites.
Like I said, just got down here.
Another big family in these parts. They have an estate west of here. Awful people, truly awful. They've been fighting with the Grays for as long as I can remember.
Sounds like quite the place you got here.
We're gonna bear left here. Whoa! Here we are. Welcome to Rhodes. Up there on your left is the Rhodes Parlor House. Very reputable saloon owned by the Gray family. We also have a general store, gunsmith, post office, train station, of course.
What more do you need?
Very little. Oh, good, they're back. And that's your friend, right?
Yep.
Okay, we're gonna stop just ahead on the right, outside the sheriff's office. Can you grab Anders off your horse and carry him in for me? Sooner you get him off your horse, sooner we can get him in a cell. Okay, this way.
Hey, fellas.
Mr. Gray! We got him. Very good.
I told you Arthur would deliver. Man has a passion for justice.
That's wonderful.
So, about my friend here?
Your idiot friend is free to go. But no more trouble from you, partner.
I promise you, this was all just a big misunderstanding. However, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart.
I'll pretend to appreciate that. Mr. McIntosh, it has been a real pleasure. The mostly good citizens of Rhodes, we welcome you.
Well, we're just honored to be here.
And make your friend behave. We got enough trouble from some of the residents, old-timers who've gone, sadly, to seed and lost their dignity.
How terrible. Come along now. I will keep this fellow on the straight and narrow.
Come back and see us sometime soon. Excuse me, gentlemen. Bo, these better be ugly rumors. Is it true you were seen talking to that wretched Penelope Braithwaite?
I can't thank you enough.
Where have you been?
Around.
And where are you staying?
I'm renting a caravan. on the edge of town behind the church. It's horrible, but no one comes looking. The whole town is trapped in this interminable feud between the two families. His lot, Gray's, and Braithwaite's.
Interesting.
Two old plantation houses, and falling out of rebel gold, and marrying cousins or not marrying.
Arthur, Jose, you start poking around. See what you can find out about that.
I have missed you, boys. I've heard about bounty.
There's been a price on my head for 13 years. It'll take 'em months to find us down here, and it seems like we can have a little sport.
Well, they're good bounties.
Where you hear this?
Some fellas I met at a camp near the state line said there was talk of it in bars in the north and west for 500 miles. There was talk of super agents of some sort.
Super agents. I'd love to meet one. It's just talk.
I'm sure it is, but I couldn't not tell you.
Stay out of trouble.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Okay, so these two plantation families. Arthur, you start sniffing around the Gray's place, see what the story is there.
Yeah, I passed by it earlier with our friend, Archibald.
Good. Hosea, you see what you can find out about these Braithwaites.
All right. Thank you, Arthur.
Quite a fishing trip.
There's still time. I'm up for it.
How about you, Arthur? Or have you had enough of the chase for one day? Don't think too hard.
Sure, why not?
Great. Hosea, why don't you lead us to that spot you were talking about? I kinda like this place.
Okay. Let's see if we can avoid any more excitement. All right, gentlemen, follow me.
So how far is this creek?
It's a bit of a ride still, and it's not a creek. It's the same lake we camped on, just a different pipe. It'll be worth it. I saw some big drum and sturgeon there. Should be rock bass, bluegills, perch, pickerel, too. It's a good spot.
We'll see if you're as good at catching fish as you are at catching criminals, Arthur.
Hey!
Trelawney owes me for that.
Trelawney owes everyone for something, but his information is good.
Plus, we are now ingratiated with the local law. I'd say it was a worthwhile diversion all around.
Trelawney's like a bad penny.
I'm not sure how good a magician he is, but he's certainly good at disappearing when he feels like it.
Where does he go?
Everywhere and nowhere, it seems. We wouldn't have got Sean back if he hadn't been weaseling around down that way, though.
Hey, Dutch, remember that time you found him in the outhouse?
Oh, yeah. We hadn't seen him in weeks. We stopped in some dead-end town in the middle of nowhere. Don't even remember the name.
You and Bill were off doing something, Arthur.
So, we pick up some supplies. I go to relieve myself. Open the door, and there's Trelawney, sitting there, newspaper in hand. Mr. Vanderlyn. I say, what the hell are you doing here? And he said, I could ask you the same thing. Now, if you wouldn't mind giving me a little privacy, I ate a rotten oyster.
Hey, maybe there are actually 100 Trelawneys.
What a terrible thought.
So what Trelawney said about those bounty hunters? What you think?
I told you. I've had bounty hunters after me for years. When was the last time I didn't have a price on my head?
Seems a little bigger now, Dutch.
Super agents. It's just Trelawney over-egging the pudding like the showman he is.
This is the spot. Down to the left there.
Whoa!
I saw some boats around last time. Be good to get to deeper water.
Hey, those the boats you mean?
Yes. Good. I'm sure nobody would mind if we borrowed one of these. Come on. What are you doing? All right. This looks like a fine vessel.
Okay. Come on, Arthur. Let's get her in the water.
Oh. I got a good feeling about fishing here. There's supposed to be some incredible sturgeon.
Oh. Okay, here we go. Let me row. You boys are too old for real labor no more.
You're too dumb for anything else.
You're still too quick for me, old man.
I enjoy picking on children. Now take us to the deeper water and pray for good luck and stupid fish.
But what about stupid luck and good fish?
That'll do, too. Get us a bit deeper. I think here's good.
All right. Good luck, gentlemen.
Should really come here at dawn or dusk. That's when you catch the best fish. We should use a lake lure. That'll give us a much better chance of hooking something big like a sturgeon.
What's wrong with a good old worm?
Oh, worms are good for tiddlers like bluegill and rock bass, but you'd have to be real lucky to catch a sturgeon with one.
Lures it is, then. You heard the expert, Arthur. Let's bait up.
Keep the lure moving slowly on the water so it looks like a little fish just asking to be eaten. Looks like you got a bite, Arthur. Fish on the line, Arthur.
I think that's a bite. There he is.
Hey, look at this beauty.
There you go.
Well done, Arthur.
They can grow a lot bigger than that. Fella told me he once saw a monster lake sturgeon near the mouth of the river, just southwest of Saint Denis. 50-pounder, he reckoned.
I would like to see that. Hey, Hosea, you remember that time we sent Arthur out fishing? He came back with 3 beautiful bass.
Not this again.
I don't think I do.
Oh, yeah. You do. He was maybe 20. 21. Walked in all full of himself. We had a big feast. Toasted him all night.
This was 15 years ago.
Oh, I remember now.
Then, the next week, Arthur and I are at the market, and Fishmonger calls out, "So how did you enjoy those bass?"
Look, you can fish, or you can go drinking all day, rob someone, and buy some fish.
Good job, Arthur.
Maybe we throw Trelawney back in, too.
I used to go fishing with this feller back in the day. Wesley, his name was. Real miserable bastard, but he loved to fish. We'd go out all the time. But one day, we were river fishing when we see a funeral procession going over the bridge, and out of the blue, Wesley stands up, takes off his hat, bows his head. Then he sits down, picks his rod back up, and carries on. Doesn't say a word. So I'm a little surprised and say, Wesley, that was nice of you. And he replies, well, felt I had to. After all, I was married to her for 30 years.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, dear God. I might swim to shore.
Well done. There we go. Damn it, I lost him. Remember those big salmon I caught in Montana last year? We had a banquet planned that night until Kaka went and scoffed the lot.
You never had control of that dog.
He had some spirit, though. Never lost the puppy in him, right to the end.
You know, I remember us saying how Blackwater was the furthest east we'd ever been. As a group, I mean.
Feels like the more we try to head west, the further east we end up.
We had all those safe spots picked out to lie low in New Austin after the ferry job.
I liked it there. Still open and wild, the way it should be. Somehow the desert makes you feel closer to the sky.
No point us trying to get back that way anytime soon. Pinkertons had patrols out all over tall trees and Great Plains. We saw when we went back with Sean.
Well, look at us now, huh? It could be worse. Plans change. That's just how life goes. Did I ever tell you my mother's buried in Blackwater?
Really? She is?
Apparently so. I only found out from an uncle of mine years later. Last I knew, she was still outside Philadelphia. I left home at 15 and didn't see her again. She and I didn't always see eye to eye. I wasn't always a very obedient child.
I can only imagine.
Still, I loved her in my own way, and she me in hers. Somehow, even from the grave, she managed to have the last laugh.
Are you trying to make your lure look like a dead fish? They won't be interested if it ain't moving. You got a bite.
Just gotta reel him in now, Arthur.
Nicely done, Arthur.
Make sure you don't forget about that and let it rot in the bag.
Got a nibble there, Arthur. Now reel him in, Arthur.
There you go. That's a nice one. So kind, Arthur.
That feels like a bite. Got one.
You got a bite there, Arthur. Nice, you hooked him. Not bad, Arthur. Oh, Arthur's pleased with that one. Arthur's got a bite. That's on the hook, Arthur. You're getting the hang of this.
Oh, worth keeping, that one.
Hey, I reckon we call it a day, fellas.
Already?
You ain't been chasing down outlaws.
All right. Think we got a decent haul here. Pearson will be happy. Should we head back?
We could keep the boat not too far back to camp from here.
Good idea. Could be useful.
What about the horses?
Well, they'll find their way back.
Just follow the shore south, Arthur.
That was fun. Thank you, boys. Now, Hosea.
Yes.
How about a song?
Okay. All right, I got one for you. I asked that gal to give me some.
I asked that gal to give me some. She says, wait till the taters is done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. I couldn't wait till the taters was done. Threw her on the floor and knocked off some. I wish to God I'd passed her by. I wish to God I'd passed her by. Taters got burned and so did I.
That was pretty good. But you know, what song we should be singing?
What?
Well, look at us. 3 mariners.
Ah, of course.
Well, we 3 poor mariners newly come from the seas. We spend our lives in jeopardy while others live at ease. Shall we go down? Shall we go dance this round, round, round? And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground, 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 ground. We care not for the martial men that do our states disdain, but we care for the merchant men that do our states maintain. To them we dance this round, around, around. To them we dance this round, around, around. And he that is a bully boy, come pledge me on this ground, 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 ground.
Oh, bravo! Bravo! Well, you know, we should not let the folks back in camp think we had too much fun.
Indeed not.
All right. I think we are gonna be okay. I know. I always know. Whenever I got you two by my side, things are gonna be just fine. This place will be good for us. For now, anyway.
I hope so.
Well, I am going to take in the view.
You okay?
I'll give these fish to Pearson.
Hello, Arthur.
Arthur, how you been? I've been real worried.
What do you want?
Don't be like that. All right, just a few bucks. I'm short.
Get lost.
Well, I'll go try someone with a heart.
You do that.
Ah, Herr Morgan.
Herr Strauss.
How are you enjoying yourself here?
Well enough, I guess. And you?
Well, it turns out the pursuit of freedom is not a cheap business. Not for us, and not for some of the locals.
Sharking already.
I prefer to call it banking.
You ain't the one handing out the beatings.
No, but I am the one feeding the women and children in the camp. What choice do we have, Mr. Morgan?
I don't know. Well, come on then. Tell me who.
Here's the list. Refinery worker turned hunter by the name of Vinton Holmes. You'll find him up in the hills north of Strawberry. Ah, an apprentice undertaker. This one working in Rose. His name was Gwen Hughes.
And how many of them do you think will be able to pay?
With enough encouragement, both of them.
Mr. Pearson, look what I've got. Fish!
Mr. Matthews! Mr. Matthews. You should have been a sailor.
No, thank you. I like to eat fish, not swim with them.
You know, one time, just off the Horn, a giant whale stalked us for months.
The same thing happened to me just south of Milwaukee, only I don't like to talk about it. I have nasty memories, though.
You're not a kind man. I'm not fooled.
It's all right, all right?
Watch out.
The bastards have spotted me at the bar and taken the bullets out of me gun. So I stood there laughing and crying. And rather than kill me, they took me and got me some food. And that, of course, was that.
And you're still just as useless at robbing now.
It's you who's getting slow, old man. I'm in my prime.
You like the new camp, Reverend?
Oh, yes. We moved, didn't we?
God help us. Hey, Javier. Okay, well, let's talk more later.
Yep, okay.
Hey there, Jack.
Hello, Arthur.
You okay?
I'm bored.
Well, go find some mischief to get up to.
Uh-huh.
Oh, Arthur, it is good to see you.
You okay, Mary Beth?
Just great, but I nearly got killed back in town. They caught me robbing from a store, and I ran for my life.
You weren't followed here.
Arthur Morgan, of course not. Who do you think you're speaking to?
Good girl. Okay, I'll catch you later then.
All right, Arthur.
Not again, Abigail. Not ever. Just leave me alone, will you?
Arthur? You're pathetic. You're a pathetic man, John Marston.
Bring me something soon if you can, Arthur.
Don't I know it?
All right, Pearson. Might as well keep the reserves as full as we can.
Many thanks, Mr. Morgan.
Well, I'm feeling a little dizzy.
You okay, Sadie?
Hi there. What?
Take it easy with that stuff.
This is taking it easy.
Hey there.
Get up, River! Get up! You're a disgrace. A disgrace. What is wrong with you?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Cleaned up. Come on. It's pathetic. You, a man of the cloth. Away with you.
So, what do you think
What do you mean?
about those two families? The rich ones in the big houses.
I don't know.
Go have a look around. See what you can find out. Calmly, I mean.
Sure.
Dutch and I, we both think there's money to be made.
I hope so. I'll see what I can find out. What are you doing?
Going fishing. The rivers around here, famous for the smallmouth bass. Fella I met showed me a couple spots. You want to join me?
I can't fish with you. You're far too good.
Oh, come on, come on. Hey, join me. I'll show you a couple of my tricks. There's a spot not too far from here that I've been wanting to try out.
Glad you're so excited about this.
You will be too when you start pulling out smallmouth. Okay, follow me.
I thought you said it wasn't far.
Too far to walk, though. Yeah, come on.
All seems quiet, Charles. Been a while since we rode out, just you and me.
Probably since we went looking for John on the mountain.
Already seems long ago. How you feeling about everything? Been a strange couple of months.
Hey, you know, I can't even return to my country because the price on my head is so big. This is nothing exactly new to me. And I'll always be loyal to Dutch. He sees the world the same as I do. If we have to fight, we'll fight. If we have to run, we'll run. If we must die, we'll die, but we'll stay free.
And Dutch, you don't feel like, well, that he's doing things a little differently now? You saw what happened with that girl on the ferry.
No fight, good or bad, is won without blood. I know that better than most. I think too many people are focusing on Dutch when they should be looking at themselves, what they could have done better.
Maybe you're right.
We'll cut through to the right here. Ha! The other day, I rode down to the Lanahatchee River. I caught some beautiful steelhead trout.
You mean the Lanahatchee River?
No. The Lanahatchee. It runs right near here.
Yeah, but it's pronounced Lanahatchee.
Why is everything in English said differently than it's written? Make us feel stupid?
Oh, you're asking the wrong feller.
Okay, it's just down the hill here. Yeah! Whoa! Hey, where are you going? Okay, come on. Let's go try our luck. Pretty country.
Beautiful.
Come on, let's go see what's biting. You take this spot, Arthur. I'm going to cast from over to the right there, so we're not in each other's way. He's a fighter. Trick is, let him tire himself out. Look at that. That's a good-looking fish.
Well done.
Okay, let's try for another. Another one. Come on. Look at that. That's a good-looking fish.
Well done.
Time of day really can make a difference. They feed early morning or late evening because that's when the insects are more likely to be out. We're lucky, got such nice weather. But rain can be good. Sometimes big fish think the raindrops are insects.
Well, I guess it's still relaxing even if I don't catch anything. Sort of like staring at the sky.
It's your bait, I think. Come use some of mine.
No, it's not the bait. It's me. I've always been a poor fisherman. Especially compared with you and Jose.
Just try some of my... Here. Crickets.
Thanks.
Another one. I was thinking, you remember that stagecoach we held up in Nevada?
Yeah. It was a tip from that crooked lawman in Reno.
We open the door and it's full of women and children. Rich, but women and children. So we let it go and read in the newspaper that the O'Driscolls robbed and killed them all the next day further down the trail.
Yep. You know, way back in the day, Home O'Driscoll and Dutch were sort of friends.
Friends?
Well, not friends, but they had an understanding. Then Combs' mean streak got meaner, and Dutch wanted to try to live a different way.
And now, here we are. Another one. This is an angry one. Look at that. That's a good-looking fish.
Well done.
I heard people talk about a huge smallmouth in Lake Owanjila, west of Strawberry, over in Big Valley. You need a lure to catch one that big, though. There you go, Arthur. He's small, but might make a nice meal.
Lucky.
Look at that. That's a good-looking fish.
Well done.
It's getting close to nightfall. Fish will stop feeding soon. Let's catch a couple more and then head back. Our bag is getting full. Another one. Told you it wasn't that hard. Make sure he's tired before you reel in. He's small, but might make a nice meal.
Oh, keeping you.
Another one. Another one. Good job, Arthur. Not bad, you see? It's the bait.
It ain't just the bait.
I'm gonna head back. You wanna join me, or, you keep trying for these bastards?
I'll come.
Okay, let's go.
Hey.
Let's go. Come on. 5-finger fillet right now. One.
Yeah, sure. Don't worry. I already sent a wire to the doctor for you. I not bad, not bad.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
Ain't gonna last.
All right. Let's go. Come on. Ah. Ah. That wasn't
That a tear
my
in your
best.
eye?
Damn it.
Oh, is all this mine? Keep it loose.
Gosh darn it.
Oh, now that stings. Here.
Okay.
You're aiming between your fingers, right?
God damn it. Ah, shit. Ah, ah, ah.